3 months ago, I made a video titled Anime Room Tour 2024. Somehow, the room tour video broke all my expectations and was seen by 20,000 views. And since the entire room was gone by the next day, I thought it would only make sense to follow it up with my new room. So, welcome back guys. This is the hallway. Now that there's a bit more room out here, I finally put up one of my DIY floating acrylic posters. Major pain to make by the way, but a very cool way to display paper posters. On it, I have the SAO alicization key visual. I got it from a shop in the radio building in Akiba. On the door, the old Data Life tapestries were retired for some new Data Life tapestries. These are the life-size birthday tapestries for Natsume and Kotori. I think they're releasing them on the characters' birthdays since most of the characters don't actually have one yet. Alright, moving into the room. Since moving, we're in a slightly longer, slightly wider, slightly shorter room without a bathroom, and this room cooks anyone inside. I'll skim over the stuff I already went into details about in the last video, so if you're curious about something, maybe go check it out. Alright, since moving, you may have seen the short time lapse of the room renovations. I changed the floors from carpet to hardwood, removed the ceiling fans, lights, and added some new light fixtures, moved the light switch, and all that. Personally, I'd like to have done a bit more, especially to the window areas, but maybe by the next room tour. So behind the door, I got the Shiki and Asuna tapestries. On my closet, I got the new birthday Kurumi tapestry. I think these birthday tapestries are by far my favorite life-size tapestries because they also got the background art on them. And they're actually a pretty damn good price at 5,000 yen. That's like 35 bucks. The calendar is in the corner now. Whoever commented that they were going to buy one, hopefully you found it because I don't remember where I got it. There's the MDR small tapestry and a new Vampire Miku tapestry. Next to the closet, we got the light switch, which was moved from the long wall. Major pain to do by the way, and I really wanted to do one of those dimming light bar switches and show it off in this video, but I've tried installing like 4 and they don't work. Above the light switch are the Pokemon cards. I think Moonbreon alone is like $1,000 now, which is very crazy, absolute stonks. Yeah, it's crooked, mounting the magnets is a mega pain, I can't fix it anymore. And we've got Karne, the new queen of tsunderes. She right here is the new perfect tsundere. Perfect amount of Tsun, perfect amount of Dare. The absolute, undisputed, greatest tsundere in the industry. Hands down, no question. Moving along, we got my new desk. I replaced the crappy IKEA up desk with the new Flexi Spot E7L. No major changes to the setup. I got the new Shiki coaster, a new theme for the setup, white, blue, and yellow for the summer vibes. The PC is still the same, 4090, 13900K. Luckily mine never ran into the crashing issues, and 64 gigs of DDR5. Above my desk, I have the new Shiki tapestry, or not new, but the Shiki tapestry, new 100 Girlfriends tapestry, the Kurumi tapestry, and the Higurashi Umineko tapestry. And I got my favorite Tsubahibi tapestries on the right. Since this room has a shorter ceiling, I had to retire a lot of the portrait tapestries, so salutes to the Lucky Star tapestry, it's gone now. Here's my Scotty figure, which doesn't fit anywhere except the desk. Got the mini PC, which is actually set up now. I plugged it in to make sure it was working, and the last game I was playing on it happened to be Suryo22. The specs are a 2070 Ryzen 3700X, 32 gigs of DDR4. Yeah, it's pretty old. Here's the W tapestry, still best waifu, and now that there's a W altar, I had to restart Arknights. Here I got some cookies from Japan. I will say the first time I saw these print on cookies, they were really cool. And then they're kind of just everywhere, so the cool factor kind of wore off, and it was kind of just like a gimmicky expensive cookie. We got my Arknights plushies, a new blue archive pillow, Mona pillow, and Miku pillow. Now, onto the sub figure wall. In the last video, I totally forgot to go over these figures, and I moved, so I couldn't really get new footage. So, let's go over them. Starting off in the corner, we got the Oshirobu MCs and I from Oshinoko. The Toho figures, which are mega expensive now. I absolutely regret canceling my pre-order for Romelia. Some cutesy figures from games, Xenoblade and Genshin. And this is my 1/4 scale details. We got a cute girl in a crown, the Bunny Miku, and a coaster folder full of Miku X Sanrio collab goods from the Anime Cafe in Japan. The Senran Kagura figures, Shui from No Game No Life Zero, and Yami from To Love Ru. Here's Eastream Alice. I kind of broke her base while moving and had to fix that, so that really sucked. And a Rurudo figure, which went absolute stonks. It retailed for 23,000 yen. Now it's going for 75,000 in some places. Absolutely insane. Fate figures, so we got John d'Arc, Tomomo, Mordred, and Abigail. Got Eastern Kurumi, Megumin, Artoria, and Alacia from Beatless. For now, we'll skip the bookshelves and continue with the detail full. Not a ton has changed here, so I'll mostly focus on the differences. The Pokemon shelf is now completed with Iono. I accidentally said there were a bunch of Altards under Lily's face. They're actually underneath the Detolf and the Besta. Here they are, if you care. I really need to set up some sort of display for them, but I have no idea where to put it. Here's the revamped No Game No Life shelf. It now has Shiro and Tree. Pretty good pickup for like $120 or so. The 2024 aftermarket for figures is absolutely insane in the US. Not many changes elsewhere. The Arcanine shelf is mostly the same. I picked up Chen Ageless Afterglow to pair up with Hojiguma. Absolute crazy shelf. The red, blue, green comes together so well. And finally, the right shelf is mostly a new setup. Rimuru was moved from the subwall to here for a new slime shelf. Here's a new Ozerlane shelf. Got a ton of goods from the 7th Anniversary Fest in Japan. Got the Blue Archive shelf with Wakumo and a Blue Girl, not from Blue Archive. I actually canceled my pre-order for Wakumo because I'm not that into Blue Archive. But then our aftermarket went crazy, so I really regretted that. And then I paid aftermarket prices for it. All of it comes together for a very weird but interesting combination. And there's a ton of Blue Archive goods here because there was a limited time Blue Archive collab in Korea. So those were all the new additions to the Detolf wall. All the other figures I covered in my last video, so if anything caught your eye, go check it out. Finally, we have the visual novel section. Last time I preached about visual novel supremacy, and then my friend called me out on my small visual novel collection. Obviously, I couldn't let that slide, so I immediately ordered several rare limited edition VNs, and then flew to Japan and bought a shelf worth of VNs to fill out my collection. So let's go over the VNs, since I'm pretty damn confident most, if not all of these incredible stories will eventually get an anime, if they don't have one already. Starting off, we got Higurashi, which has an anime, like 4 seasons up. The anime is still pretty solid for how old it is, and the visual novel was easily top 5 VN. Summer Pocket's Reflection Blue, the best keyword. And it's getting an anime next year, which was announced while I was doing my last room tour. And I swear to God, if it doesn't include Shiki, we got the 9 collection box with all 4 VNs, episode chapters, whatever you want to call it, also getting an anime next year. But to be honest though, the staff and release schedule are pretty iffy. Then we got the Grisai trilogy, which has an anime, a good anime, a lot of VN readers. Waifu stands plain, but I think it was a pretty damn great anime. Now we got Nukitashi. Somehow, this is getting an anime. But for how crazy and stupid the plot and premises are, the writing is top notch, and it just delivers. Nukitashi 2, somehow even crazier and even better than the first game. The cover art also goes insanely hard. Now we got Kuropo's third work, Hentai Prison, which I have no doubt in my mind will somehow eventually get an anime. Then we got Alcana, which has an anime, very weird anime, so it was kind of mediocre, but the visual novel is incredible. We also have Alcana 1 Premium Edition and Alcana 2 Premium Edition. Alcana Extra 2 goes insanely hard. I could see Extra 2 maybe getting anime, but it wouldn't really make sense without Alcana being rebooted, so it's in a strange place. Now, on to the second row. We got Tsuryotsu 1, 2, the spin-off Ultimate Ruin, and 2.1. It's about a dude, an illegitimate son of one of the wealthiest families in Japan, cross-dressing as a maid to serve Luna, who is probably one of the most beloved waifus in all of VN history, to attend a fashion designer school for super wealthy girls. I would be very surprised if this series did not get an anime, and I cannot see a more perfect match for Tsuryotsu than Cloverworks. Alright, moving on. We have If My Heart Had Wings by Pultop. It's about a school club that makes glider planes to fly in, and they're chasing after a really unique cloud. I know it sounds kind of stupid, and it's not really a masterpiece kamige, but it's definitely a great, chill slice of life that has kind of a unique twist on it. Then there's Pultop's A Sky Full of Stars. It's essentially very similar to If My Heart Had Wings, just instead about stars and stargazing, rather than making gliders. Overall, both games are very great, very chill slice of life series, and I can easily see both of them getting an anime. Fate Hollow Ataraxia. I will be honest, I haven't played it yet, but it's essentially a sequel to Fate's Day Night and takes place during the 5th Holy Grail War. And do I really need to talk about a potential anime here? If Ufotable doesn't adapt this, then the world line shifted. There's no question. Finally, we've got Dies Irae or Dies Irae. I have no idea how to pronounce this. I haven't played it yet either. It does have an anime, apparently a disastrous one, that fans pretend don't exist, but it has one. And yeah, that was the VN collection. The only other changes to the bookshelves are to the figure display. There's Karne, Best Tsundere, a Shiki acrylic, the Smiling Sakura Miku noodle topper, and giant boxes for Grisaya soft map limited edition stuff. Now that I've moved, I have a ton of ideas for the room. I really wanted to make a construction build video since I love watching Frenchy fries, but I literally had 2 days to rip up all the carpet, clean, and install the hardwood with just me and a friend before I moved. I was recording my previous room tour while that happened, so a few clips was the best I could manage. Now, you may have noticed the LED strip in the thumbnail, and I had an LED strip along the ceiling, but the Govi app kind of sucked balls. I am considering getting a new LED strip or getting one of those like edgeless display squares and just lining the ceiling with them. The YoStar store in Akiba had a really insane display, and I'd love to remake it. I think it cost like 30 grand or so, but if I ever make the ad revenue, I'll do it. An LED baseboard would also be pretty cool. Half my walls are covered with stuff, so I'd only be able to install it on like half the room. And finally, there's the dimmer switch. And I could do this in the next hour if only it didn't screw with my PC. Well, if you want to see any of that, just let me know and maybe the next room tour will have it. And I have no idea what to do with this corner, so if you got any ideas, let me know in the comments. Aside from that, I got a new glass display case just outside my doors, and a flight to Japan scheduled for tomorrow, which was actually 2 months ago, but half this video was prepared and planned before I left, so I'll see you later. Past me has a plane to catch.